Welcome back, let's get ready to battle. This video is titled Flipping the Match and features the same team I've been using since the start of Season 7, Skarmory in the lead, Diggersby and azumarill in the back. The response to my previous videos has been good, so I thought I'd make a video showing some really difficult leads and how I was able to overcome them with this team. It adds credence to the team and shows you just how solid it is, and I hope it will give you some ideas on how to handle these difficult leads if you should use this team and come up against them. The difficult thing is azumarill is not running hydro pump, so most of these leads not only counter Skarmory but they also counter azumarill as well. That's what makes them so difficult. I can't just safe swap into my azumarill. So let's look at this first match here. While on the right I put up my Pokemon IVs and some PV Poke information on the rankings of each Pokemon. Bastiodon lead into my Skarmory, really horrible lead. Switched into my azumarill, hard countered by a Meganium. Azumarill does not win against Meganium unless I commit 2 shields and they don't. So most likely azumarill is going to go down here. So if you can't win a switch advantage, what you can try to do is get a shield advantage coming out of it, or at least get them down to 1 shield. It's much easier to flip a match on a 1 versus 1 shield situation as opposed to a 2 versus 2 shield situation. So usually what I do here is, as the Skarmory comes out, I just farm down on the grass type. But as you see here, I get horrible lag. I can't even attack for a good few seconds. My Pokemon for some reason is just standing there doing nothing. I even cut out a few parts here where I just tried switching on and off my Wi-Fi to data, data to Wi-Fi to see if that would make a difference. It didn't, so I just had to wait and see what happened here. Eventually it did come back, the game did come back, but I did manage to take down their Meganium, so I switched into my Diggersby, and this is why a 1 shield situation makes such a big difference to a 2 shield situation. Diggersby can beat Venusaur on most grass types on a 1 versus 1 shield because it will outpace them to the fire punch. Outpace them to the fire punches and be able to take them out. I believe it can even tank a frenzy plant if it has to. So look at this, last fire punch here should take out this Venusaur. And with the Venusaur gone, it's game over for this Bastiodon. Those smackdowns do resisted damage, and Flamethrower doesn't do much damage at all. Stone Edge would be resisted as well. Just to end it with an Earthquake and fast move it down. Let's look at this match here. Another horrible lead. Normal Stunfisk resists all flying type attacks from my Skarmory and will do super effective with its discharge charge move. So I decided to switch immediately into my Diggersby. Couldn't switch into my azumarill because the discharge would do super effective as well against azumarill. And I'm going for the same thing here. I want to get at least 1 shield from them before they take me out, because azumarill generally wins the matchup against Diggersby, although I do have an energy advantage coming into this matchup here. So I can put pressure onto this azumarill here to give me at least 1 shield. And with that, it'll be easier for me to flip the match later on. I actually am trying to go for switch advantage here and see how my opponent plays it out. Will they commit their last shield as well, or will they give me the switch advantage? They give me the switch advantage. A Diggersby actually wants switch advantage against an azumarill. That's amazing. And they bring out a Skarmory. Now look at what I did there. Instead of using fire punches against that Skarmory, I decided to save all that energy for the future, so that I can hopefully line up my Diggersby with that Stunfisk after the Skarmory Stunfisk matchup. And I know my Skarmory can do a decent amount of damage before it goes down. I may not even have to use a Diggersby Earthquake to take out the Stunfisk. Maybe a Fire Punch will be enough. Based on how much damage this Skarmory does, it does a lot of damage. And I have 2 Fire Punches saved up. As soon as I come in, I'm going to use them. Pressure this Stunfisk here. It would be great if I get that last shield. Switch immediately. Look at that amazing switch into my azumarill to tank the Mod Bomb. Made them waste all that saved up energy. And Stunfisk goes down, and it's a Skarmory. I have a Diggersby with a Fire Punch waiting in the back and a full health azumarill here. It looks like it's all over for this Skarmory here. So once again, in that second matchup, as I switched, it was important that I get at least 1 shield from them. And I actually won the switch advantage there, which gave me the game, which enabled me to flip the match. Horrible lead, Melmetal into Skarmory. Same applies, it counters Azumarill as well. I switch into the Azumarill, and they switch out into an even worse counter for Azumarill. Because these leaf blades really chunk a lot of life, and they charge up so quickly on the shift tree. So I am committing all of my shields here, trying to win the switch advantage, or at least get their shields before I go down. I actually still have 1 shield, and they have committed both of theirs. And with that shield advantage, I know I can go into the Skarmory and just farm down on the shift tree. And I know I can tank 2 foul plays. So I don't need to waste this last shield here. I can save it for the Diggersby and whatever is in the back. Having drawn out the shift tree on my Azumarill, I avoided my Diggersby having to go up against it. Switch immediately, and they bring out a Jellicent. Now you may think, as Jellicent is part water type, that it has the advantage over Diggersby, but that is not true. This matchup is more of a neutral matchup. So in most cases, they run Bubble Beam and Shadow Ball with Hex, and Hex and Shadow Ball will be resisted by Bunnelby's normal typing, and the Bubble Beam, while it does super effective, is a very low hitting attack move. But although in this case they had Ice Beam, which did super effective damage, but I was still able to take it out with 2 Earthquakes. Those Earthquakes charge up really quickly and put a lot of pressure on Jellicent. So back up against this Melmetal, all I had to do was shield the first superpower and then take it out with an Earthquake. This was a very exciting match here. Horrible lead, Galvantula counters Azumarill and the Skarmory. I just decided to switch into my Diggersby immediately and see how it goes, and a horrible hard counter. Politoed. Weather Ball charges up so quickly and does so much damage because it is Shadow. Diggersby is already down to lower than half of its health. But I know I can get some shields here. I got 1 shield from them already. Let's see if this will get the second shield. It doesn't. They tank it. And almost able to get that Fire Punch. Unable to, but I do have a switch advantage here. So, time to flip this match. I bring in my Azumarill because I know they're going to spam a Weather Ball. No need to shield that. And I get a healthy farm off of that Politoed, which gives me energy to pressure this Galvantula. And that's the key there. I was able to farm down some energy with a shield advantage. So I know I can win against this Galvantula now. but I expect to switch out. I do expect them to switch out. So I'm looking for that sack swap. Here it comes. So they switch into Galarian Stunfisk. So I have to stay in with my Azumarill. I can't switch into my Skarmory. That's okay. These ice beams do enough damage combined with the bubble damage. I don't need Hydro Pump. And while this is going to take me out, look at how I'm going to handle it with my Skarmory now. I have to farm down on this Stunfisk and then nuke that Galvantula with a Brave Bird. And that's what I'm going for here. These rock slides only do neutral damage because of my steel typing. Out comes the Galvantula and it's going to get Brave Birded. Skarmory, Stunfisk and Galvantula counter confirmed. Now this is not really a hard counter, but it's difficult because Umbreon is so tanky. It's usually a team effort to take it down. And I have to take into account that they may have a grass in the back, so I don't want to stay in with my Skarmory for too long, because I want to keep it alive in case I have to go up against a grass type later on. So I'm just doing as much damage here as I can. I hope I get a shield or two. I do get a shield as I get it. After that attack, I switch out into my Azumarill and catch the foul play there. And yes, just as I thought, they have a grass in the back. So it was a good thing I saved my Skarmory for later. This is a very tough matchup here, but they've given me both of their shields. So I have to use this to my advantage now. See if I can get some HP off of this Meganium before it takes out my Azumarill, so that my Skarmory can get a healthy farm. Because Frenzy Plant still does a good chunk of damage even on a Skarmory, and my Skarmory is down to the red. So I'm not taking any chances. I'm just going to take out this Meganium before it has a chance to throw. And insta swap into my Diggersby. A half health Umbreon against full health Diggersby is no real contest, because Earthquake does a lot of damage and I'm able to reach it really quick. They bring in a Skarmory, their own Skarmory, and I have good coverage for that as well with Fire Punch. And I believe I still have a shield there. So Diggersby is going to be the one to sweep here. A half health Umbreon and a full health Skarmory. Look at how powerful this Diggersby is, and essential to flipping matches. So as you see, this is a very versatile team to use. My two Pokemon in the back, the Azumarill and the Diggersby, have very good coverage for their weaknesses and immense bulk, which helps them flip matches like that. Good coverage plus the bulk makes for a good team that can flip matches. So I hope this video helped you out a lot and gave you more information about this team that you can use in the future. Thank you all for watching. So subscribe and comment, and I'll see you soon in more videos.